A great Friday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Everyone is on a YouTube. It's Friday, and I am so proud that my trip to Colombia is a couple days shorter, a couple days away, and I am ecstatic about being in Colombia. Um, One of the reasons why I opted to go to Colombia was because the country was going through uh, protests. And I just thought that'd be really cool. I'm not sure if that continues to be the case. I think it's mellowed out a little bit. I haven't heard anything other in regards to individuals being detained, arrested, people protesting out there. Nada. So I'm not sure exactly where the stance is. I haven't spoken with Raza de allá de Colombia. I have spoken to a few, and everything seems to be okay. Good morning, Aisha. Oh, good morning. With that said, anytime you go into a foreign country, especially one that is on, the recent brink of jump from socialism, totalitarianism, communism to a form of democracy, guys, you always got to be careful. And you just always got to be careful. These are places that they still do kidnappings, torture, extortion. Like Sylvia Atkinson, Mayor Mendez, PUB. It sort of feels like we actually live in a third world country down here. There's no representation, and I'm definitely going to go shave right after this. I have a wedding at noon, one at 6 p.m., and one at 7:30. 12, 6, and 7. I had another one at 7 at 5:30, but they never confirmed. Most likely they never paid. So who knows? Good morning, good morning. That is me. Good morning, good morning. Always hate waking up to sad or bad news in the morning. Have a good day, sir. What happened? Did someone pass away? There have been a lot of individuals that have passed away. Yesterday, had the opportunity to visit with the Avila family. Continued condolences to the Avila family. Today they bury Pete, and it was a kind of trippy deal. I visit with him yesterday at the funeral home, and Pete, man, they decía. I was telling Daniel, I was telling his wife. I said, man, El Pete, while he was in uh, the casket, tenía el cabello todo like all over the place. And I told Daniel, I said, man, they got his hair exactly right. Así siempre lo tenía el Pete. And Pete was a good guy, man. Uh, he, served as a constable for Cameron County for many years. Also as the, firefighter, also a coach, a baseball coach. Loved baseball, man. But I remember that Pete would always give me calls every so often, and Erasmo, what's happening with the baseball? His great big concern was baseball, and I appreciated that. One of the things that I had always made mention was how, you know, I can't cover everything, and I appreciate a lot of folk out there that do their own thing. And I just saw Royal pop up. Royal has a talk show Central RGB style with Sharky, and and they do their own thing. They do a health segment. I think Royal does a chess segment and just talk, which is great. It not to say it in a weird way, but we all have our strengths, and one of Royal's strengths is to be informative. Give information in regards to health, wellness, exercise, and I think that's awesome. One of the things that I appreciate how Frankie Olivo. I don't know if y'all remember Frankie Olivo. Frankie Olivo. I sort of remember him. Frankie Olivo has a show Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I can appreciate that. His show is a little bit less on the commentary and more of this is the news, and I can appreciate that. It's not something that I do completely. I think I do more of a news opinionated type of piece, type of thing. Does that make sense? uh, this is what's going on. Current events. Let's say current events, opinion piece. That's what I talk show Central RGV style. Again, they have their show, and again, we don't overlap each other. We work well with each other, and that's what this community needs. More and more groups out there that will work with each other. I was talking to I can't remember who I was talking to, and they made mention, that Roman now has a show. And again, I said more power to Roman. Again, is that I want all shows to succeed because they own bring their own little thing. Roman is different, than anything that I do, and that's okay. As the I don't think that Roman Royal with Talk Show Central RGV style. I don't think Frankie. I don't think that they kiss up. I don't think they kiss up to the corrupt political machine. I will say that this morning I threw out a question for Frankie to see if he would come out of that little shell and give a strong opinion. And one of the things that I think is amazing is that we don't always have to agree, guys. We don't always have to agree, and that's okay. And what we don't agree on, Frankie and myself, is uh, the insignificance, guys, of the award that the mayor and the city of Brownsville gave themselves. It, guys, why would any elected official feel the need to give themselves an award? Oh, and on that note, thank you guys for everyone that voted for Erasmo Castro, as I received the award yesterday for the king of all local social media. It's an amazing one. It's green, that's why you get to see through it. But I appreciate everyone that voted for Erasmo, as that I will keep this very, very close to my heart. Why would anyone feel the need to have to give themselves an award? I mean, one of the things that I think I'm going to do next week, not next week, when I come back from Colombia, I'm going to have an awards night show. So I want folks to come up with different categories, if y'all would. Maybe a Royal can help me host this one. We'll have different categories out there, and we'll give out the awards. I don't know. The biggest lie of we could do COVID-19 awards. Let's do the COVID-19 City of Brownsville awards. Royal, are you game? Royal? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I remember him. He was a very nice person. He was all right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Talk show Central RGV style. Well, not so little. That's what she said. Good morning, a fellow, a Brownsville, a people, a absurd, a absurd. I love that absurd. Awesome name. Hola, absurd. Why would an elected official be so pretentious as to present himself an award? Ego check, bro. It's crazy, man. I mean, they literally had to pay this company $250 in order to give themselves an award. And I'm going like, and it's kind of funny because they put the gold award. Okay, it's an Oscar. Okay, it's the golden award. You just don't get it. Not my thing. I don't get it. I don't have to get it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning. Good morning. And we got Miss Jessica Dutch on with us this morning. Good morning. How you doing, Jessica?
Sorry, I'm a little late. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I got distracted. I was out trying to do my workout and do some yard work at the same time. Y órale, apúrate.
Yard work and workout. That sounds like an amazing video
It
for
is,
you.
yeah.
Right, guys, let's do the workout while we cut our lawn.
Pull the weeds, pull the weeds.
Hey, you might be onto something there. I
I
might
know,
want
right?
I might want royalties. So let's see, blessings. I saw you on scooter in Matamoros on main drag. I was in line from 3:45.
Oh,
It was a huge line. I was in my scooter in Matamoros yesterday. I actually went down all the way and Lauro Villar. No, no, not Lauro Villar. What's the name of this?
Álvaro Obregón.
Alvaro Obregón. Yes, I went down all Alvaro Obregón and just came back. Actually, I went to go look at some stuff, and folk didn't make it on time, so I came back. Miss, the mayor is desperate to be portrayed in a positive light when everything is falling apart behind the curtain. Jessica, one of the things that we were mentioning, is the mayor and the city of Brownsville gifted themselves an award. And I showed yesterday where you have to buy in to this. It's one of those online buy into this, and you're going to get a gold award. And I
Right.
think that they paid $250, two different departments from the city, and this Viva marketing place from Brownsville got this award. What's your take on the mayor's award?
I think, I mean, honestly, I think that's, I'll just say it. I think it's a little stupid because when you're paying for an award, what does it matter? I mean, I like you said, it was a marketing award. Well, marketing is only successful if it brings in what it's supposed to be marketing out to. And if we're not having the tourism that we expect, at least to the levels that we should have, the economy, we don't have businesses moving into town, um, then what good are the awards? So to me, they're just silly. It's we had an award also back in the day. Maybe we still have it. The All America City,
All America City.
All America, not All American. It's All America. And I was like, how random is that? Like, I mean, okay, fine. I'm not gonna disparage that Brownsville is great in many ways. Pero make those awards mean something. It's like spending all your money on a PhD and then all you do is sit at home and watch TV. Well, big dang deal, right?
like our
So no, it's a
like our
joke.
college degrees.
Yeah.
Well, let me say, I remember the All America. Yeah, I remember the All America award. I mean, we paid $50,000 for that. Well, and just in case I get corrected, I can't remember if it was 15,000 or $50,000. But if memory serves me correct, we paid $50,000 for it, and we thought it was such a big deal that we didn't only buy it one time; we bought it,
Yeah, exactly. Several times.
and that's crazy. I mean, you're dishing out good taxpayer money to get yourself an award. And my question is, and I'm actually thinking of submitting an open records request to the city. Who paid for the 185 or $250? Did
Mm-hmm.
the city pay for the $250? Did someone in the marketing department? Did the mayor pay for the $250? Who paid this money? That's what I'm questioning. Did they get a discount because there was like eight nominations or something, or eight little
Mm-hmm.
awards given? And again, if everything, and something that Miss Little mentioned, if everything is going right, why do you need to give yourself an award?
You don't. And that's the thing is how many, I mean, you do a lot of traveling, Erasmo, and I know that a lot of your viewers also travel, and you don't have to travel very far to go into a quaint little city that has probably not gotten many awards or paid for any awards, but they make their downtown, they make their their culture or whatever, they market it themselves or people know about it. There's a town, let's see, we were driving over to it way back when, and a police officer pulled us over, and then he got mad at how my husband said the word burn it, darn it.
Huh?
Yeah, he said we said we're going to Burnett, and the cop said no, it's burn it, darn it. And so it's okay, we're going to burn it. So you go to burn it at Christmas time, and there's a church there and like a community. They, I don't know if you've seen it at Erasmo, they take about 2 city blocks worth of land and they rebuild old Jerusalem from
Wow.
the huts and carts and the straw and the sheep everywhere and the people walking around con su ropa, from the era. And it all culminates, not to give you a spoiler if you go do it, guys, but definitely do it. Uh, it culminates with a cave and the Star of Bethlehem, and then Mary and the baby and Joseph. Oh, I get chills just thinking about it. But it's a life size walk through this area. And people from all over Texas and probably other parts of the country go at Christmas time. How many of us have heard of it? Probably not. If they market it, we probably all know about it. But the point is that you don't have to be great at you don't have to market and spend all this money to get an award to market, and then no one shows up because you're not really marketing. You're just awarding yourself for the marketing, but you're not, the marketing itself is not giving any benefits. And so I guess my point is that in this town and other towns, you can do great things with your city, bring people in, and not spend and not wastefully spend things to make yourself seem great.
Well, look, and again, and people are going to say,
¿Se
"Ah,
oye?
eh? People are going to say, Erasmo sounds like you're freezing up a little bit."
Oh, shoot.
No,
Okay.
but you're good. You're. I think your sound is good.
Let
You
me
just
turn off some Wi-Fi's.
you're doing good. Let me say that my concern, and the people are going
Okay.
to say, people are going to say that Erasmo sounds like a broken record. Look, Jessica, I have a panaderia on. I have a panaderia in Cameron Park. And, it's okay. I have a panaderia in Cameron Park, and all of a sudden, I'm the mayor of Brownsville. We got a panaderia in Cameron Park. All of a sudden, I've got these millions and millions of money coming in from the federal government, millions and millions of dollars coming in from private sector, and I say, you know what, guys, let's build up Cameron Park. And people are going like, well, why? And I said, well, there's a great need. The people out there están batallando. So, but I'm directing the funds to Cameron Park. How is that? I mean, how is that not immoral? How is that not taking advantage
Right.
of the situation to bring in to boost up my business? And I'm sorry when the mayor and the city commission pushes everything that is coming to the city of Brownsville downtown. And again, and I've asked the mayor this question directly and indirectly. It directly and indirectly benefits the mayor and the city commission. How is that not a conflict of interest? I mean, how is it? How is that not the center point of every single conversation out there? But no, they do the squirrel tactic. Oh, look, I got an award. I got an award, a gold award. We must be doing a great job. And there's people out there that are like, you see it, Asmo? The mayor got an award. They're doing a great job. And they're going like, you paid for that award. And it's still benefiting them.
Right. And the thing is, and hopefully I'm not breaking up too much right now. The thing is that the awards they wouldn't bother. I know they wouldn't bother you and half of the public, right, whether they vote or not, if we were seeing results in other ways, like infrastructure, jobs, um, quality of life, and meaning not just the bike trails because they're great, but the trash, right? The disgusting alleys. I mean, you should see my alley right now. It's a haven for mosquitoes. It's so bad. Um, so people, it wouldn't matter, but they wouldn't have to be flaunting these awards if you're already doing what the community wants and needs.
Well, that's the only award that actually matters, that which we
Mm-hmm.
can look back at and say, oh, this is how the city of Brownsville. This is what the city of Brownsville is doing for the people of Brownsville. And look, I'm very, very proud, very, very proud that they're starting to listen a little bit more, and we are getting a couple more bus stop coverings. Great.
Mm-hmm.
We are getting service on Sunday for individuals that need transportation. Great. That's
Great.
uh, but we cannot ignore that we receive these things because we are the poorest community in the country, and we
Mm-hmm.
qualify for grants and for benefits out there like crazy. Which again, I'm not dissing. I want all the money that can come to Brownsville to go to Brownsville. My
Mm-hmm.
concern is when that money goes into the pockets of politicians
Mm-hmm.
and not to
Right.
the.
No, absolutely. Right. And I wanted to just bring one thing up, just a comment. Good morning, Paula. When we were doing the election, the campaign not too long, the one that we just got done with, one of the things that, you know, Commissioner Roy de los Santos kept saying was he was he was like the marketing, who was heading marketing for Camille Leitner Playhouse. And I'm thinking, gosh, well, look, a lot of good that marketing did, Camille. So it's things like that, labels and titles and awards don't really matter if they're not providing results. And that's what the people of the city of Brownsville want, is they want results. And you and I, we met yesterday, Jonathan. We all met together, and we discussed about how people maybe perhaps don't realize, they don't know that they can expect better. They don't know that in some communities where money is well allocated, you don't have the issues that we have. You don't have disgusting alleys. You don't have trash piling up for months at a time. You don't have, con una lluviecita, potholes pop up, and good luck getting those potholes fixed in the next, you know week. Sometimes you travel, you go to places and they have festivals and there's garbage everywhere at Erasmo, right? All to 3 4 in the morning, fieston. You get up at 7 8 a.m. for breakfast, y como están las calles, limpiecitas, because they have crews working all night. This is what people pay for.
Yes,
And so people don't, here in Brownsville, a lot of people don't realize that they can expect more. We're not Mexico, we're not Matamoros, guys. We're Brownsville, we're in the United States. We pay a lot of good money in taxes, and we should get, we literally should be living the high life here in Brownsville.
100%. Those awards are bogus. I get frequent calls from certain associations um, telling me that with a small fee, I would recognize the top Texas laboratory. What a joke. You're 100%
Mm.
right, Mario. And you know what I compare it to, Jessica? Have you seen? Oh, I get the calls all the time, but I think it's funny that a lot of folk out there, they send the money to these police officer associations, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll give them this little ticket, this little sticker,
A
and
sticker.
you put the sticker on the back of your car. And some people think that because they have that sticker in the back of their car, hey, that means that they're not going to get a ticket. Well, guess what? You will get a
You
ticket.
do.
Police officers locally, they don't give a rat's behind if you're supporting statewide, federal wide law enforcement, nonprofit, assisting group. They don't care. They're still going to give you a ticket, guys. And I would compare the same thing with these little awards. They're just to show around, something to show, something to put up a post on. Doesn't mean jack squat. We're not getting anything for it, guys. Anything. Now, going back to what you mentioned, Jessica, I would much prefer. For me, it's a better award if you're actually fixing up the streets. Hey, that's an award. That's something to showcase. We're lowering the PUB rates. And we'll talk about PUB in a bit. We're lowering the PUB rates. Hey, that's 100 times better award, Mayor Mendez, than getting a plastic marble base, wings, and say that you received a golden award. Hey, do right by the people of Brownsville, and the people of Brownsville will respond. It's one of the things that I've always said, because people go, "Oh, wow, you're just being negative." Not being negative at all. You just want individuals to start doing the right thing. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm. 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 You know, I always find it interesting how there are, you know, even in our neighborhood, someone posted and said, look at all this grass growing on the curb in the gutter. And the reason the grass was growing there is because there is dirt washout en la calle, en la mera calle, and grass is growing around. And we've all seen this. And so it was preventing the water flow during the rainy, you know, that rainy spell we had. And someone said, look at this is terrible. And someone mentioned and said, call the helpline and tell them to come and scrape the curb, is what they call it. Apparently, I had no idea. And so people were like, oh, you can do that? Oh, wow, that's great. Yeah, I'll do that right now. And I'm thinking, gosh, you know, we pay our employees and our departments, and they have a great, you know, they have budgets to work with. Pero quieren que les estemos recordando todo? We have to tell them everything that they have to come out and do? I mean, come on, guys. What is the purpose of the city manager or the department heads if not to know what's happening in the city and drive around town and make a mental note, write it down, and call your own department and say, hey, come take care of this, or do this road today, and cuando se acabe ese, finish the other one. But if the state of our city is really dependent on us calling them to tell them what to do for us, we're never going to get anything done, because people have jobs and families to feed. They don't have time to be calling the city and doing the city's job for them.
It's madness. He has to give himself this award since nobody gives him one or acknowledge him as a good mayor. Since nobody pats him on the back and says, good job, mayor, he has to do it himself. Qué flojera. And again, you know, my constant is it's just a squirrel tactic. And, you know, they want to play us for fools. And that's what really upsets me, Jessica. What upsets me is, está bien que tenga la cara, pero no me la quieras ver. You know, why? And it's insulting that these folks think, whoever decided on buying this award, these people think that, you know, people are going to be so ignorant that they're not going to do a simple Google search to find out that you have to pay $250 for this award. And look, if I had Trey Mendez money, if I had the money that's coming into the city of Brownsville, I'd buy myself an award. You know, I'd send him a video, and I'm saying that I'm the marketing king and stuff like that. I'd request an award too, but I'm not going to spend $250. Look, I already got my award right here. It didn't cost me anything here locally. I actually bought this in Chichen Itza.
Oh.
That's supposed to be a leopard.
I can hear it. I hear it. Yeah, really? You're right. I can hear it. I can hear the.
I can't hear.
They're kind of low pitch.
I can't hear anything. Good morning.
Oh, thank you.
Lovely as you should. Hey, that's the look right now.
It's the
actually awards. Actually awards.
Do matter when you're putting up a show to visitors. Es que se lo van a presentar a Elon Musk and say, look what we got, Elon. Como que si no supiera él. Of course he knows what that is. He can look it up. His people can.
Yeah, 100%. That's part of the issue that you know, what's the saying goes, you can fool some of the people some of the time. You're not going to fool all the people all the time.
All the time, right.
And that's exactly what happens.
¿Quién llegó?
Ya compusieron mi ese multímetro.
Ahorita les marco. ¿Vas para Matamoros o qué?
No, yo no voy a ir linda, pues para que vaya y se los quite.
Papa.
Oh.
Results. Results. Where are they? They are the benefits of the community of Brownsville.
Where are the benefits? Yeah.
That's what we want.
What we need to do is set up neighborhood awards. Say, you know what, when my alleys and my streets and all of that are clean, you'll get the, you know, so-and-so subdivision award.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Let's do that.
Yeah, like, hey, we got all the garbage picked up on Stagecoach. Hey, Mayor, I'm going to give you an award. You know?
Exactly. You know, una estrellita, así, a gold star. And then he can walk around with all these gold stars on his forehead. Or
there's a lot of forehead there to put gold stars on. Yeah. The biggest butt kisser award goes to the Mayor Trey Mendez.
Yeah, let's start now.
The Elon Musk thing. Erasmo, just go up north. Go see how clean the cities are. Why can't our city be clean like their city?
I know, Leo. I know, Leo. Seriously, Erasmo. I mean, it shocks me. I when I travel to these towns, I take pictures, and it's like, gosh. And these people are working with half the budget that we're working with. Qué
Well,
pena.
and let me say, I just was in Harlingen on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
On Wednesday, I went to Harlingen because I did the thrift store shopping. Actually, I got this shirt at the thrift store,
At
but
Goodwill or where?
this one I got at Texas Thrift.
Oh, Texas Thrift. Yeah.
But and Harlingen's a rancho, guys. Harlingen is a rancho, but you
Mm-hmm. It
drive
is.
through Harlingen and you don't see the streets, guys. I mean, I
No.
don't know if it's the culture. I don't know if it's the city that's cleaning up after themselves. Go to McAllen, guys, and just the expressways. I mean, I know that they're always fixing it, but just the expressways, the grass is cut, tidied up. Nosotros no. And then you let them know, and all of a sudden it's well, that's TechStop. Everything's somebody else's fault. But you don't see one single commissioner or the mayor going out there and fighting TechStop, saying, "Hey, come and cut the damn grass."
Mira, Erasmo, I'm going to tell you one thing too, because you're right. We were in Harlingen not too long ago. We were going to go have some hamburgers over there, and I made a mental note. And we're driving by. Do you see some piles of grass? Yes, some, pero no como aquí. No estaba like they weren't mountains of it, of brush, and they weren't everywhere. You could see that they were recent piles of debris because they had already cleared the other ones. Uh, but let me tell you this: sometimes nosotros aquí in Brownsville, maybe some of us are lazy, and we do our lawn and we mow the grass, but we don't even run the weed whacker along the curb into the street, and so the grass keeps growing and growing and growing. No es nada más las casas; it's also big plots of land, and they just let the grass kind of creep out into the street, and then it looks very messy. Now, we could do two things. We could call the neighbor and say, hey, córtale ahí para que se vea bonito, vecino, right? Or the city could come and say, hey, you need to trim that. And you're going to, here's a citation. It's a warning. Clean that up. So the people can clean it themselves. Or the city has to do it, or it's the city's job to do it. But if it's not the city's job to clean up that curb or that mess, then they need to send their ordinance department. What is it? The ordinance or the, ay, ¿cómo se llama?
Yeah, I know what you're referring to.
Send,
I can't remember.
yeah, send them to go tell somebody to clean it up. These lots with grass growing tall and stuff, the back of these alleys, then, because I clean the back of my alley, but other neighbors don't. So either you do it or have them, cite them so they can do it. Pero es que la ciudad no hace nada. They don't do it themselves, and then they don't tell people to do it. And so we're just kind of sitting here waiting for something to happen.
Well, look at all the houses down West Brownsville. My goodness, some of those houses are abandoned, and
Mm-hmm.
no one. You don't see any little red stickers out there.
Mm-mm.
Recently, they started to do the hey, you got cars uh, parked on the side of the street. Now, was it last 2 3 weeks ago? They started putting these stickers. They've stopped, and the
Yeah.
cars are back.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Lo
the
hacen un
cars are back.
ratito. They do it for a little while, and then they stop. They go and they do their animal control for a little while, and then they stop.
And that's it does, yeah, and people know. I don't know if the people down here, and it's here right next to downtown, which is surprising to me because everything is generated downtown, but still drive through these streets here, 15th, 16th, uh, Taylor Street, Polk Street, and you see the line of cars parked on the side of the road
Mm-hmm.
that even still have in tow on them. Why hasn't the city done anything about those? I mean, literally, these are cars that are going into Mexico. Again, nothing against cars going into Mexico. Keep them on your lots. Keep them on your property. But
Mm-hmm.
you can't even park right here in front of my office. You got 3 or 4 cars a week. And look, and I guys, I'll say this. I call the police department every single time a car spends more than 2 days right in front of my office. So anyone out there is parking their car to go to Mexico and leaving it there for weeks, you better believe I'm going to call the police officers and say, hey, come pick up this damn car.
Mm-hmm.
Or have someone pick up this car because it's an abandoned vehicle. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not just happening right in front of my office. It's happening throughout the area
Right.
adjacent to downtown. Nothing happens. It
No,
looks
no.
horrible. And then people working on the cars because they're trying to fix them up to where they can move so they can send to Mexico, sell them off as lemons. More power to people, man. I'm not dissing on people trying to make a buck by selling vehicles into Mexico. I just don't have to look at the ugliness of them being parked at the side of the road.
Right. And that's, and that's a fair point. If you want to have a car dealing business or a car mechanic business and you want to park them on a lot, go for it. Pero sabes que como la ciudad, you can say, hey, you know what? Because this is that kind of business, you can't put a chain link fence. It's got to be like a wood fence. So the neighborhood doesn't sit there and stare at your junked cars on this.
Oh God.
¿Me entiendes?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So here's the thing. When I lived in Austin, yes, everybody, I lived in Austin. I remember you couldn't just have a wall, a fence, like a wood fence. You actually had to have a certain amount of bushes growing in front of the fence to break up the monotony. And you had to have trees and you have to have this and that. Oye, ¿por qué no hacemos esto aquí? Digo, and I'm not saying that you have to do it, but for some things like those people that have junked cars, the people that have abandoned properties, you know what? You got to clean that up or you're going to get fined and fined and fined until that property is taken care of. So anyway, the city doesn't do anything. No hacen nada.
No. Okay.
Hermes Awards. A ver.
Hermes Award. Anyone can look up the Hermes. Yes, guys. And again, anyone out there, guys, Google search Gold Hermes Award.
A ver, ahí va.
Go check it out. And you're going to see what I saw yesterday and what a lot of people have already seen. You pay for the award, you get an award. How the hell is that an award? It's not an award when you have to buy the award. It's like mine. Guys, for people that don't realize, I bought this at Chichen Itza.
International competition for creative professionals. Winners range in size from individuals to media conglomerates and Fortune 500. They've extended the deadline, Erasmo.
Well, yeah, because a lot of people are applying to get a damn award. $250.
Oh my gosh.
If I had $250 to piss away, guys, I'd get an award just to go shove it in their face. Like that one.
Es esa cosa.
Those are the one. That's exactly the one that I'm holding up.
I'm going to do a little, because it's the only one I can think of. Go to Fiesta Awards or Fiesta.
Fiesta Graphics?
Yeah, Fiesta Graphics. And you know what? You could probably buy one of those and they'll even put the little thing for like $56.
It's crazy. Maybe I should start, maybe that's a good scam. Just maybe I should open a website and say, hey, apply for your handsome and totally not fat award. And I might make a killing.
Yeah.
I need to go and talk to Ernie Hernandez, see if we go into business together.
I want royalties.
He'll give us a discount on the awards and buy them out there.
Let's do it.
Guys, please, anyone out there that has any doubt, Google search Hermes Award. Just Google search and you will be able to find it. It's there. And you read up on it and you'll find out exactly what I shared just. And look, guys, it's not not Erasmo being negative. It's just, hey, don't you want the complete truth? All the facts? It's simple. Just ask the mayor who paid the $250 for that award. That's going to be my question. Who paid the money? I'm so thankful I joined you. People need to hear this. Yes. And again, guys, anything.
Share the message.
Yeah, anything that we say, again, I want to be proven wrong. Desperately want to be proven wrong. I want the city to come back and say, Erasmo, you're wrong. This award was gifted 100%. We paid nothing for it. It was just gifted because we were doing a great job. If that were the case, that's fine. We'll celebrate with them. But it's not the case, guys. The case is it's an All-America award. Paid for it. and displaying it. And Jessica, I remember the All American. They had it on the
They
truck.
put they put the signs up on the street and stuff. That of course those are just extra. That we actually have to pay for those also. The All
It's
America City. It was like, remember Erasmo back in the day when people wanted to buy Reeboks and then they would buy the knockoffs and it would say REABOK,
Raybuck.
Reebok,
Raybuck.
Reebok. That's what the All America city is. It's like the All America. I was like, where's the end? Oh wait, there's no end there.
It's
All
crazy.
America City.
And again, most of the information, and Luis, I skipped your comment in regards to the PR. It was just a little bit too long, but I'll go back on it. Guys, most of the information, all you have to do is do a Google search, and the information will pop up by itself. Ni lo tienes que rebuscar. For other things, you have to do what Luis did, and what a lot of us do. We do open records requests. When you're doing a great job, you don't have time for awards. The community will know you are awesome. Yes. And unfortunately, they have to sell themselves. And it's like prostitution. They have to sell themselves, and people buy into that crap. That's what really amazes me, how so many folks out there, are out there like, oh, congratulations, Mayor. What an honor. It just goes,
Ay.
what an amazing job you're doing. I'm going like, did you even attempt to verify that it was an actual award?
No, of course not. Puro lambisconeando ahí.
Discorneando. We are not that ignorant, Mexican, please. Exactamente. But unfortunately, Lolita, there's some ignorant people out there that, and look, and it goes back to the same thing. No one wants to do any research. No one wants to find out, to see, what's behind it, what's going on. No one. And that's what becomes very, very unfortunate. Guys, again, going back, I am a Reagan conservative. I'm a Reaganite, guys. Let me say, trust but verify. Trust but verify.
Yeah.
And that should be Brownsville's mantra. Instead of on the border, by the sea, and beyond, it should be trust but verify.
Es mucho trabajo.
Oh, yeah. No se oye nada, Jessica. Oh,
Really? Hello.
no, but Jaguar.
Sí se oye. A ver. Ahí se oye.
Mario, be nice. You're going to have to buy me lunch again. Appreciate you, too. Thank you for speaking for the people of Brownsville and in general. Someone needs to, and look, Paula, my concern is we've got a public information department, marketing department. We've got a city manager. We've got 5 deputies in his office, guys. We've got all these folks, and this is what they should be doing. But they don't. They don't want to be questioned. Look at what happened to BISD, guys. We'll go to BISD. Mario was asking the question. Look at what happened to BISD. They go out there, Jessica, I don't know if you saw this, and they announced to folks, everyone's going back face to face.
Yeah.
They made a decision. That's their call. Again, right or wrong, it's their call to make. Well, what happens is folks started to comment. Well, wait a minute. Are you actually going to have these shields in all the desks? Because that's what they said. Are you really going to do the man? And people were wanting information. Well, guess what they did? They shut down the comment section. They shut down the comment section. They didn't want to hear from people anymore. First of all, that is illegal. You cannot do that. You are a publicly funded entity, BISD.
Exactly.
You cannot hush, quiet the people of Brownsville or anyone in the United States or anyone giving their opinion in regards to anything that you post on social media. You cannot do that. But again, no one calls him out on it.
No, Erasmo, who here's what I'm talking about. Maybe we don't know how to we don't know that we should get better than this. In any other city, Erasmo, any other tax paying population, ¿qué hubieran hecho? Whoever's in charge would have posted an announcement, and they would have then in a link in that page addressed a lot of frequently asked questions, FAQs. Y hubieran dicho, are we going to have this? These are all the questions people have. Please refer to them. When they posted this on social media, people may have been like, what about this? What about that? What about this? All they had to do is simply say, you know what, we appreciate your comment. Please, here's a link to their FAQs. Here's a link, así a todos. Mira, todos igualitos, no person, no anything. And then people would go and, oh, okay. Okay, bueno. Entonces, if it's not addressed there, now address it in social media, and then they could quickly go ahead and put it into the website and answer that particular question. It's a civilized way, and it's a complete way of addressing issues with the public. Lo mismo con this award from the mayor, or with the mayor. He could have easily said, here's this award that we received. This award goes out to any city who will pay $250 to receive it. We're so proud to have it. Pero no dicen eso.
No.
Mejor dicen, mira, look what I got.
Well, it's like when we were growing up, Jessica. I mean, I grew up on the mantra that, Erasmo, half the truth is not the truth. Mm-hmm. Half the truth is not the truth. The complete truth is the truth. Anything other is subterfuge. You're hiding something. Mm-hmm. And guys, why do we want our elected officials at the city level, at the district level, why do we want them hiding stuff from us? I mean, did we not learn anything from Sylvia Atkinson? That is not what government is all about. Now, wondering if he will buy airtime on Channel 5 to show off his prestigious award. Look, I wouldn't doubt, guys, that the Brownsville Herald is going to run a front page article on it. That's how pathetic the Brownsville Herald is.
And the headline is going to be 2 words: City wins.
Yes.
It's always a 2-word headline, right?
Yeah.
We always talk about it at home.
Golden Award.
Yeah, Golden Award.
My God. I wonder if they'll run Erasmo Castro received an award.
It's got to be a 2-word headline, Erasmo. Erasmo's award. Erasmo's Jaguar.
Jaguar. Erasmo the Jaguar. That's 3 words.
That's 3 words. You got to do 2 words. Trust me. Check it out. Trust but verify. Verify. See how many times Brownsville Herald has a 2-word headline most of the time.
City was doing that at one time, and all of a sudden it stopped.
Doing what?
Dishing out information.
Oh, yeah. The FAQs, answering questions.
Yes. And let me say, it's really unfortunate because going back into BISD, we're living in different times, folks. And look, I understand that they're saying, oh, well, we've never done that before. Why should we start now? Because it's different times. We're in the middle of a pandemic. The pandemic's still not over. We still don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of months. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. Guys, in these days and times, you expect government entities to come out and to reassure people. And I'll give you an example. We touched on the subject. Governor Abbott went out there and said, you know what? DPS, if you see people out there in cars, and they're, seems like they're transporting illegals, you stop them. Gave an executive order, guys. Now it's being challenged by the federal government, by the Attorney General. Mm-hmm. And let me say, it's ridiculous, guys. Governor Abbott's job is to protect the people of Brownsville, yes, and people of Texas. He's going to have to use anything and everything to protect. And look, guys, I see the La Jolla Police Department's cry for help. Let me tell you, hats off to La Jolla's Police Department. It was a cry for help. Did you see the article, Jessica?
No, I haven't. Sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
Is it online?
It's on my page.
Okay, I will.
It was like 3 days ago. La Jolla's Police Department, they put out a big old article saying, guys, we don't know what to do now. Because Catholic Charities is out there screwing it up for everyone by putting individuals who are COVID positive in hotels.
Oh, I see it.
Big old groups of people. Big old groups of people, guys. And then these people were all over the place. These people are illegal. They're COVID positive. And
Yeah,
the La
exactly.
Jolla Police Department goes like, what do we do? We don't know what to do. Someone help us out. Give us direction. We don't know what to do. Well, Governor Abbott responded. He says, DPS, if you see a car of individuals, you stop them and you detain them. And now we're getting sued by the federal government. That's just ridiculous. And
I hope. Oh, go ahead.
my point is, the governor took this order. You may agree or disagree with it. I don't care. But at least he went out and said, this is my reasoning as to why I'm going to do this. And guys, you all know me and the governor are like this. And we've disagreed on a lot of the measures that he's taken. But on this one, I'm with the governor. Stop all of them. And then you got these people, well, that's racial profiling. Shut up. So by you saying that it's racial profiling, it's racial profiling because you think gringos aren't out there trying to smuggle illegal aliens up north? You think
Right.
it's a Mexican thing?
Mm-mm.
Come on.
No, and they've already said, the Border Patrol has mentioned we have a lot of illegals coming from Europe, from Cuba,
Asia.
Asia, Eastern Europe, obviously, Africa, India, Middle East. Esto no es nada más de los morenitos.
No. Well, my concern, Jessica, is what are we to do? What do we do as a community? I mean, the governor's trying to be proactive on it. Local law enforcement wants to be proactive on it. It just seems that individuals that have no clue or concept as to what's going on here locally want to make decisions for us. And I think that's madness. Now, the governor has given his reasoning. Like it or not, at least he's been upfront on it. I would wish that the mayor of the city of Brownsville, county judge, would learn from the governor and say, hey, guys, we're going to close down Boca Chica Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to close it down, but this is the reason behind it. Give us something. We get nothing. Let's start cleaning the city.
Oh my gosh, Eddie, absolutely. Those signs. There's a ordinance enforcement. Erasmo is what the department is called. Ordinance enforcement is supposed to go out and fine or give citations. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm have to just call out some names. So if you're listening, I mean, Sarah Stapleton, you have signs on Paredes Line, 2 of them, and like on some property. Your election's been over for a while. Please get those signs removed. Pedro Cardenas, all up and down Palm Boulevard. Like, I get it. You maybe want to get reelected another 4 years, guys, but come on. Ya, quiten esas cosas de ahí.
Frankie Olivo.
Ahí tiene unas también.
On, I think it's on that street, McDavid. Frankie.
On yeah, that's right.
We'll remove your damn signs, Frankie.
Yeah. So, I don't mean this in a bad way, pero let's get that stuff cleaned up. It looks really bad.
Yep, you guys got that right. Preach, Paula. I do believe the area where I reside is being ignored by the city because we have had these areas sprayed or had brush pickup. We have not. Or had grass cut and nothing. Here, just drive down Alton Glore and see for yourself. 100%, you're right. Help in this problem would be greatly appreciated. We're trying, bro.
Hector, and you know what? We put the number on the screen, Erasmo. Everybody needs to start calling the helpline. Ir a bombard them. Oye, aquí hay political signs. Oye, my alley. Ándale, porque si no hace nada.
Yeah.
Maybe
the only political signs out there, if y'all see them, that should stay are mine.
The ones that say Erasmo on YouTube.
Those are the only ones that should stay because it's a handsome picture. It makes the city more pretty. Ah! I love you, Eddie. A sad thing is that officials in charge of enforcing the ordinances se venden muy fácil. I have a neighbor with 15 plus cars in his yard and street, and the city has not done a single thing. Oil spills, junk car, flat tires, disabled vehicles.
Oh, no.
And look, what Richard is going through is what a lot of communities here in the city of Brownsville are going through. So again, guys, nothing gets done because everything is focused on enhancing and making the mayor and the city commissioner's business more profitable. That's the truth. All our resources, guys, they're not going to the police department. I mean, we're starting to defund the police department. And hey, remember, Jessica, when we were at that police
Forum.
officer bogus forum, that bogus police officer association forum? uh, we mentioned that defunding the police is a way to coming down here. Benny's, no, 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 you're wrong. It's not coming.
He did say that.
Of course it's coming, bro. It's coming. And look, you could ask any of the police officers out there. I speak with them regularly. They tell me the same thing. Guys, we're struggling with our insurance. They want to take our insurance away. Our party set.
How much money did they get from COVID relief for being first responders?
Downtown. Everything went downtown.
Yeah.
Because it makes the mayor and the city commission a buck. Police officers, wake up. Your police officer association, they're full of crap. The Brownsville Police Officer Association, those top dogs there, they're full of crap. They're full of crap. They are selling you out.
Somebody's getting special favors, if you ask me. I know they're not going to like to hear it, but let's just call a spade a spade.
I'll say it, and let me tell you, that is the most corrupt association in Brownsville, the Brownsville Police Officers Association. And it's kind of a funky deal because you think police officers, they're not going to be a corrupt little group. Shut up! This is Brownsville. Of course, it's corrupt. Of course, they sell out, guys. They sold you out, and these are people that you're paying dues to. They're selling you out.
Erasmo, the fire department, the fire department association, right? Did you? I don't know about you, but I was never called for an interview. There was never a public.
Did they endorse people?
Yes, they endorsed my opponent. So they never called me. They never interviewed me. Nada. They didn't do a public forum, and then they endorsed.
It's all political. But at the end of the day, it's de qué sirve que hagan forums? It's like the police officers. Look, you would hope, folks, that our police officers association, not our police officers are amazing. You would think that the police officers association would be a little bit on the transparent side. That's what they should be fighting for. Guys, they wouldn't even let us record, live stream the forum. And the reason behind it, guys, and I want to say this, the reason that they don't want the forum recorded is because if you watch the forums, you'll know that my opponent in that race couldn't answer a question to save her life. Mr. De Los Santos, again, you're talking about individuals that are going to make promises to the city of Brownsville that they don't plan to keep. They don't. I don't care how much talk shows go and kiss his butt. They don't keep the promises that they made. They don't. And look, guys, at the start, and I'm going to say this again. I've said it before and I'll say it again. At the start, they had the opportunity to appoint someone to PUB that was going to be, on the outskirts of the corrupt political machine. No. Mr. De Los Santos and then Commissioner Tetreault, they first and they second to have one of the snakes, the heads of the snakes, onto PUB. How does that help us out in any way? It doesn't. Truck company on 511 cut grass on the inside, but you should see the outside. Awful, makes the neighborhood look ugly.
Oh, that's terrible.
But nobody does anything, Annabelle. I mean, we're the only ones out here that are screaming.
Call the helpline. Roy said call the helpline. Let's all start calling the helpline. Call them and say, this is going on, fix it.
Guys, send in donations so I could get myself the $250 award. And that way me and the mayor could take a picture together and we'll each hold our awards. That'd be a great idea. The award for most handsome goes to Mr. Casa.
Hector Lambiscon.
Hector's right. I give him a payaso award.
Paleta payaso. Yeah, seriously.
Jessica, so what are our next steps for Jessica Puente Bradshaw?
Well, we are actually we have formed a little organization, and we'll be putting that out fairly shortly. And we'd love to have people join us on our quest to make Brownsville really great and bring the right kind of people into positions of leadership, and also just help us as far as the community educating and getting involved and knowing some of the things that we can do to bring betterment. Porque right now, a lot of us complain, we're concerned, worried, but we don't have a voice or a place to turn to.
No.
That's why I'm kind of jokingly saying, let's all call the helpline. Porque ¿a dónde más vas?
Have no recourse.
No, there's no recourse. So yeah, so the team that was was instrumental in helping us through this campaign. We're still together. We're still having our meetings, and we are getting things. We're putting things together. So you'll hear from us for sure. As far as campaigns, nada ahorita.
Not right now. No city entity should be paying to receive any award. When you pay for it, it should be independent state or federal entity that recognizes our city because of its accomplishments. 100%. The problem, Weed Eater, it's not happening. And because it's not happening, the city, in order to distract and to do the squirrel thing, they give themselves an award. And, and again, guys, Frankie mentioned it this morning in his show. Look, guys, and it's the game that they play. It's like individuals, Jessica, you've seen this, individuals that run for office and they buy an endorsement. They pay money to get endorsed. My cat, Mimi's, got the same award, the same endorsement that my opponent for the BISD race got. But people eat that crap up. And look, I agree that it's part of the game. It just shouldn't be part of the game. Guys, we want to give you recognition on what you actually do for the city of Brownsville. But look, the award was for marketing. Marketing. And let me say, guys, and the mayor was standing in front of that We Heart Brownsville. That's their marketing, guys. That is an ugly sign. Have you been to the sign on the tourist thing on 802 and Ruben Torres and the expressway? Ugly sign. Jessica, my sign right here is 10 times better than that sign. But they threw away this sign in the trash. I picked it up. They threw this in the trash, and they put up that ugly sign that costs us $150,000. How does that merit an award?
Well, it doesn't. And again, like I said, the award, the weight of the value of the award will be seen when they can quantify and say, look, because of this marketing, we have seen tourism revenues go up this much. We have seen the zoo traffic increase by 30-40%. Que nos enseñen eso, que nos digan eso.
Something to be a fly on the wall. Hey, guys, get the secretary to apply and pay for the Hermes Award, and we will post it. And I'm bitch it up. Again, you know what I'm proud of, though? We need more and more people are starting to open their eyes, go like, damn, it is on Google. What a mess up. How embarrassing for the mayor. Can't even have someone verify basic information.
They don't want to verify.
They don't.
They don't want to tell us.
And they don't want you
to know.
Trying to find out. That's why they hate. Look, and this is why, Ember Blaze, this is why BISD decided to cut the comments on that post. And let me say, someone needs to file a grievance. I just don't have the time. Idea Public Schools did that. Posted a frequently asked questions yesterday. That's what you do, guys.
That's what normal businesses in normal, typical, educated communities do. They let the public know. I said this when we had the blackouts. In California, they have blackouts all the time, Erasmo, all the time. But guess what? Before the blackouts even begin, for weeks, it's posted in the newspaper, in the news, in any government building to say, if you live in this zip code, you're going to have a blackout from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Y mira, no hay problema. because when that blackout happens, and I know it's at that time, yo me voy and I go out to eat in another town.
Well, a lot of it has to do with just informing folk of what the hell is going on. And look, one of the things that I've always shared, look, and the city can only reach so far. If the city would act a little bit more responsibly and say, hey, let's bring in more individuals. Hey, Erasmo has a following. Jessica Puente Bradshaw has a following. These other individuals, let's bring them in and say, hey, guys, you know what? Help us market this. All of us would do it, guys,
Yeah.
in a heartbeat, and say, yes, man, let's promote Brownsville. But what is there to promote when it's one screw up after another screw up after another screw up? And stop trying to pocket the money that should go to the people of Brownsville. It's just that simple.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you'll have your cheerleaders right here. Right here, you'll have your Royal would be a cheerleader for the city of Brownsville.
Right.
And it's great. Frankie is trying to be a cheerleader for the city of Brownsville, but it's kind of hard when they don't give you any material.
Mm-mm.
And look, I promise you guys, I will be the biggest cheerleader for Brownsville out there. Just give me something, Mayor. I will applaud you every day. You give us nothing. Ella ya está hermosa cuando da su opinión.
Let it prove.
I'm just saying it may not be a recommendation to wear masks, but they should say it's heavily required to have our kids wear the mask to prevent this virus from spreading. And hand sanitizer should be an item of the school supply. Go around Hot Wheels of Abbott executive order. Yeah, something has to be done differently. The measures that are being recommended by TEA, again, they're very vague. And what the school district plans to do with them is non-existent. People can't handle the truth. Some like to live in fairyland. That's unfortunate. That's an awesome sculpture too. We also have Hispanic families that number more than a dozen members. You're taking the whole valley. That's ludicrous. Oh my gosh, our hour is went by so fast. You have a point, Jessica.
Yeah.
Sign left on the elections actually works against them. People will blame them for the problem. What do you think? I think so. I think people would. I guess people are going like, "Is she running again?" Like, so Jessica, are they running again?
Yeah.
It causes confusion more than it helps.
Mm-hmm.
The department needs more staff. They are understaffed 100%, and we've said that. And I mean, but it's the same problem that's happened for the past 8 years. And also, trust me, that thing Abbott is pushing makes cops have a reason to pull you over for no reason. Remember, cops want to stop and rob us, and makes it legal. Let me say, guys, as crazy as it may sound, que nada debe, nada teme. I don't mind it being stopped by police officers. I mean, I don't have any drugs in the car. I don't not carrying a firearm, not till after September the 1st. You know, I'm not doing anything wrong. You can stop me any day. But let me tell you, if I've got 20 people in my Fiat, in my white little bitty Fiat pop, you better believe I should get stopped.
Yeah. It's dangerous.
Yeah, maybe we should get Bernice to smoke all the weeds in the city. My neighbor has at least 7 cars for sale, and it's a law now in Brownsville not to have cars parked in your house. And even like police don't even pass, totally ignore. We'll send you pictures. Yeah, send me pictures. It is crazy, but that happens all over throughout Brownsville. Amen. God bless you and good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good luck. Be well. Likewise. Watch my video before Grammy Awards. Boy has it banned. I'll look for it right now. Yes, it's ugly. It is ugly. The sign. The sign is super ugly. Compared to this sign here, no, it doesn't compare. This is colorful, vibrant.
Pues nada más dice Brownsville with the little heart, right?
That's it. Leaders lead from behind and give the team all the credit. Yeah, it's not happening here. You two are amazing. We need people like you for our city preach. You're right.
We need more people voting, Paula.
I wonder if the cameras in the city installed for people to do illegal dumping are working. No, they're not. Absolutely not. And again, look, and I understand, guys. You cannot monitor the whole city, and it shouldn't get to that point. I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of folk policing themselves. ¿Cuántos equipos caben en el scooter? Pues de perdida 3. Depende de qué tan flacos estén. Love you guys. Love you too, mi amor. Jessica, any last words?
Oh, just hang in there, guys. Stay safe, and we'll get through this. We'll get through all of this. But please, what you learn here on the show, I mean, Erasmo's doing a great job. And what you learn here on the show, please get the word out to your friends and family and neighbors. And you know what? Let's start getting ready to really be active voters. I know we just got done with an election, but we have to continue. We have to keep going. Don't give up. This is, we're always, we always have to stay active so that we can make positive change. Siempre nos esperamos hasta al último momento para las elecciones. And no, we need to start talking about it, telling people, motivating them to please get ready to go out and vote coming up in November and March already again?
100%. Guys, Jessica's right. The only way that we're going to be successful is you become a part of the electoral process. And becoming part of the electoral process doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put your name on the ballot. There's people that are willing to do that. As long as you go out there and support, call your friends, hold up signs, give donations and stuff, we're going to be okay.
Thanks, Paula.
Thank you, Paula. Guys, have a great day. Thank you, Jessica. You're amazing. Thank you for coming on. We'll be back on tonight.
Who are you having on tonight?
Tonight at 9 p.m. we will have Jonathan Bradshaw on. He's going to make his debut co-hosting, and hopefully he'll take it on as a permanent gig. Thank you, guys. Tonight,
¿Cuánto le vas a pagar?
Chetos bolitas. Cheeto bolitas. Guys, have a great day. God bless. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer, if you still believe in that. If not, your call. Guys, be good to each other, and please continue to be good to me. Hasta tonight at 9.
All right. Good night. Bye.